Welcome. In this video I'm going to be looking at this white noise sound machine by PICTEK, and this was sent to me by PICTEK for review, but they're not telling me what to say and I'm not being compensated for this review. And I'll put a link to this on Amazon in the description, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So if we look at this here, it says the input is 5 volts and 1 amp. The power is 5 watts. And the sound volume is 0 to 100 dB, and the box is pretty plain otherwise. So here's the device, the instruction manual. So it says it's model HP113A. This is not battery powered. The input is 5 volts at 1 amps. Sound volume is 0 to 100 dB. Rate power is 5 watts. The timer is 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or loop playback. The dimensions are 110 by 110 by 62 millimeters, and the weight is 325 grams. So this comes with a USB cable. It's a micro USB. So I really like this trend of things having USB cables, because if this were to get damaged, like if you're like me, you have a bunch of these already sitting around. And this, I don't know how long this cable is. Let me look. So this cable seems to be about 4 or 5 feet. I didn't measure it, but say you're traveling and you don't want this huge cable, you can get a smaller cable really easily. So I like the versatility of USB. So here is the white noise machine. It has a speaker on the top. This has 6 different modes, and each of those modes has 5 tracks on it. So there's 30 total modes on here. On the back we have the timer. We have 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or infinite loop. So that just switches back and forth. We have the micro USB in, and we have the headphone out. So you could probably use this with like a pillow speaker or headphones or whatever. That's very versatile. On the front we have this here, I think goes probably down between the different categories. This probably cycles between the tracks for each category. This is the on-off button, and then we have the volume. And this also has a memory function, so if you're on one of these categories on a certain track, when you turn it off and turn it back on, it will go back to the track you were on. So I'll plug this in here. And this doesn't come with a power outlet, but if you don't have one, they're super cheap to get. But I imagine most people have one, especially if you have like old phones, you'll have tons of them sitting around. So I'll plug that into here. And then we'll turn it on, the middle button. Okay, and that's the heartbeat mode. So if we hit this button, it'll cycle between the different sounds. So this one, I think, is a fan. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we go back to the one we were just on. This just sounds kind of like white noise here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is nature sounds. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These would be ocean waves, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one is rain, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is a heartbeat, so this like simulates a mother's heartbeat. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of a metronome sound. So on the back here I have it on infinity, but with 30 or 60 it would run for 30 or 60 minutes and shut off. So if you wanted to use this to put a baby to sleep, you could do that. And then let's switch down to the ocean. So I have the ocean here, and I'll shut it off, and I'll turn it back on, and it's on the same track it was on. So you don't need to adjust it each time. If it started off at the, like say, very top track on the top category, that'd be kind of a hassle to go to it every time. So this has a memory in it that stays there. So one feature that I like about this, being that it's a 1 amp USB, is you can run it on pretty much any of these battery packs. So I'll plug that in, turn it on, and this I think runs for like 4 hours, I can't remember. And then it has a timer, it shuts off here. But then we can turn this on, and it'll run off that battery pack. I actually have a USB outlet next to my bed that I use to charge my phone, so I could actually just plug this right into the wall. And a lot of like RVs and campers will have USB outlets in them, or cars. I mean, you could use this in a car with, like especially with like headphones, if you wanted to relax in the car, and say someone had the radio on, you could put some nice headphones on, plug this in, and then you could say read or take a nap or something like that. So this is obviously mono because it has a single speaker, but I plugged in some headphones to it, and the sound is coming out of both earpieces, so that works well with headphones. And I'll crank the sound all the way up here. I don't know how that'll work with the video. So if you travel, you could just throw this in your bag if you already carry like a cable around to charge your phone. You could just, carry one cable, or you could carry a really short cable too. Like if you're using a battery pack, you could have just, get a 1-foot cable. It's super versatile having the USB on there. So that's the PICTEK white noise sound machine. If you have any questions about this, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.